Hi friends! Today I want to show you an activity called Four Corners. And you might have a piece of paper in front of you or on your screen that looks exactly like this, or yours might look a little different with four boxes on it. I'm going to show you what to do in each one of those boxes. You don't need to worry if your paper looks exactly like mine. But the idea of four corners is your teacher is going to give you one of the corners and then you are going to fill out the rest. So your teacher is going to give you an equation that looks like this, and then it's your job to write that in the first box where it says standard algorithm or equation. Now, the next part is up to you. You have to come up with some way to show us a model to show that 24 plus 17 is 41. At least 3 ways to describe what's happening, and I'll get to that in a minute. And then write a story situation where you may tell me a story using the numbers 24, 17, making 31. So let's start with the model. Because this is an addition problem, I might just do my tens and ones to show this. So I might show 1, 2 tens, 1, 2, 3. So 2 tens and 4 ones. And 1 10 and 7 ones. If I count all of those ones together, right there, I'll have another set of 10. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 tens and 1 1 left over, which is 41. So that's one way to show a model. You might come up with another model to show, and we'd love to see that. Now for the descriptions. This time I want you to think how many ways you can say 24 plus 17 makes 41. One way I can think of is I might say that 17 more than 24 is 41. That makes sense. I could also use some math words I've learned and say 41 is the sum of 17 and 24. And I could also say 17 and 24 make 41. So that's how I do the descriptions. And if you have the piece of paper that doesn't have these dots on it, I still want you to come up with 3 different ways to describe that equation. And then the last one is the story situation. And this is where I'm going to tell a story that shows 24 and 17 making 41. So let me think of a story that I want to write. 24 students played on the play structure. 17 students played in the field. There were 41 students playing in all. And that's how you do a 4 corners. I'll show you with one more example. So here's another way your teacher might play 4 corners with you. Instead of just giving you the equation to start, your teacher might give you a different corner and then you have to fill out the rest. Let's say your teacher gives you the model. And then your job is to fill out the other corners with what you're supposed to do. So showing the equation, writing descriptions, and coming up with a story situation. So looking at this model, this is an area model for multiplication. I might see that this shows 32 times 7 is 224. So I would write that down over here. 32 times, let's do a 2 there. 32 times 7 is 224. Now I need to come up with some ways to describe that. I'm going to think of some of the math words I've been taught, like product and groups of. So I might say 224 is the product of 32 and 7. I might say 7 groups of 32 is 224. And another way I can say that is 7 32s make 224. And I challenge you to come up with other ways to say these things as well. And lastly, I need to come up with a story situation. Some example where 32 groups of 7 or 7 groups of 32 equal 224. Let me think of a good one. Good thing I checked my work before I read it. 32 students each had 7 fun erasers. That made 224 fun erasers falling all over the classroom floor. Friends, I hope you have fun with Four Corners. I can't wait to see what you do.